Hi internet friends, have you ever heard of Correct the Record? I had not until last week. I'd seen them mentioned online, but I'd never heard the news report on them. I'd never heard them mentioned on the radio until last week when John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager, his emails were leaked. And in those emails, a few uncomfortable truths were revealed. One of them being that collusion between the Clinton campaign and the super PAC, Correct the Record, was confirmed. So tinfoil hat wearers, you got another one. Yay. Why do we care? Who gives a heck? Well, this information is a burden on me, so I deemed it worthy to share with you. So according to their website, Correct the Record is a pro-Hillary super PAC aimed at pushing back online harassment towards Clinton supporters. All that sounds nice and good and whatever, but what are they really? So let's think for a minute. Let us noodle on where do we get the majority of our news? Do you get it from the television? Do you get it from the internet? Do you get it from the radio? Me, I get mine from the internet typically. I typically use social media as a news aggregator. So we're talking Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube. That's not their main function, but they are news aggregators. The method Correct the Record uses on these social media platforms is they blitz these platforms with a swell of information where the content is just totally censored. It's all pro-Hillary. And they've even gotten Bing and Google in on this. So all of our internet sources for news have been compromised. The problem with Correct the Record lies in the unsuspecting individuals they target. It is a method that preys on the ignorant. So when people consume this news, this media, and it's biased, they infer that it's true. Instead of pushback, they're more of the pushers. What they do is they harass people online. To give you an example, in the race between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, Correct the Record utilized fake accounts on various social media platforms to paint a certain picture of a Bernie Sanders typical male supporter. They painted him as racist and as ignorant, tweet, comment, sexist things. So that gave rise to this whole Bernie bro sort of stereotype, which really was a detriment to Bernie Sanders and his coalition and getting women and people of color on board with him. If that sexist asshole supports Bernie Sanders, what does that say about me if I support Bernie Sanders? You know what I mean? Are we not all welcome in the circle here?
Among Bernie bros, people who support you and sometimes attack in very crude and sexist ways.
I have heard about it. It's disgusting. Look, we don't want that crap. That anybody who is supporting me is doing sexist things. We don't want them.
It is a false narrative. And I suspect they're doing the same thing with Donald Trump. Actually, that's not a suspicion. That's a fact. That's how they operate. It's dishonest. It's propaganda. It's manipulation. But as I understand it, it's not illegal for Correct the Record to do this because social media is free. This is no paid communication. This is no paying anybody to plant false headlines. Like paying a journalist to write false headlines. But that was a summary that's just basically skimming the top of the water with Correct the Record. But I find this news very depressing. In these emails, you would think that it would be news to relay over some headlines about Correct the Record, about the emails, but no one's reporting on it. You won't see it on the news because the news has been compromised. So with that, I hope you all have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Told ya.